Well, hang on, hey! Yeah.
Happy Hump Day, Miss Mims. How are
Happy
you?
Hump Day. You shouldn't be telling our dear listeners what day we're recording this shit on. I don't know why you
This is
shouldn't be
just a
telling them,
particular
but
day. I mean, it's not like every time we record it on a Wednesday. It's just today. So I said Happy Hump Day.
that's true. That's true. That's true. How are you, dear? How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm making my way downtown, walking fast. Start. No. I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Got it. So sounds like
Oh,
you are doing good.
I'm doing
Sounds like you're
good.
doing good.
I'm doing good, and you're full of clam dip, is what I'm.
Full of clam dip.
Oh
Fish
God.
stew.
So let's see here. What can we talk about that's going on in the world right now? Let's see here. Is there anything exciting going on in your little realm?
Nope.
Oh.
Not really. Wait. There was something interesting. Hold on. There was something interesting that happened.
Dear listeners.
Oh yeah. So,
Oh, I've got something if you don't have anything.
no. So a funny thing happened to me yesterday. So I went to Joann's Fabric, as you do, and I went to go pick up some fabric that I ordered. And when I got there, she handed me a different bag that was fabric that I ordered. And I was like, what is this? And she's like, oh, that's your order. I was like, no, it's not. I ordered some fabric. And she was like, no, you didn't. And I realized that I forgot to actually place the order. So it was still sitting on my phone waiting to be ordered. So that was how my day was yesterday.
Here I was going to get
And
ready to
you?
talk about Cecily Strong's like that is her last name, right? I'm not crazy.
Oh, the clown.
Yes, her like
Right.
magnum opus. And you talk about fabric from Joann's.
You asked me. You asked me what's been going on. That's like the weird. I mean, I thought that was kind of weird. I mean, I
It
legit
is.
thought for sure I'd ordered it, and that yeah. But I've been a little scattered this week, to be very honest with
Oh,
you.
I have
Like
been too.
it's just been one of those weeks where like my brain's in a million places.
So we recorded Baking
Yeah.
Sugar, one of the most important episodes ever, and it just sort of that set the tone for the entire week, hasn't it?
Oh my gosh, is that what did it?
It maybe
I
was.
was trying to figure out why this week's been so weird.
Dear listeners,
Oh, if anybody, dear listeners,
dear listeners, we make another podcast called Baking Sugar, and we reviewed the monolithic HIV episode of Designing Women this week. It really has set the tone for the whole week, right? Like, are you still there?
yes, a lot. It's been. I'm here. Yes.
Okay. You're lagging. You are really lagging. Let's both turn. You know what? Let's do something that we've never done before. I know, right? That's the look I expected. Let's turn off our cameras and see how that goes. This probably won't go well at all. Okay, now talk to me. Talk to me.
Talk to me. Talk to me. Let me. Oh, I was gonna sing that R&B song. Come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you. Can I talk to you? I really wanna know you. Better?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna let you go, but we're turning back on those cameras because I can't deal with that.
Ah! Wow. Wow. Wow.
Oh Oh, dear listeners, I think it's time we got this episode. What do you think, Maim?
I'm down. I'm down if you're down.
This is season 1, episode 3, Deadly Lady.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you wrote down the title because I forgot to.
Deadly Lady. Da, 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 da.
I thought when I first heard the name of the episode, I saw it on there. I was like, this could be a good duet between like because taking place when it took place. I was like, this would be a good duet with like Kiss and Cher. Like a song called Deadly Lady.
Yeah. So we start with the weird preview, and as I remember correctly, Murder, She Wrote always had these silly previews before them. Right?
Yes.
And I don't know why. Like it's very, very weird because they're giving away a lot of the episode in the first minute and a half.
Well, remember this was an 80s thing. This wasn't a Murder, She Wrote thing. There were lots of shows like this. Magnum PI, A-Team did it. Lots of shows did it.
Yeah, it's just very, very weird. Very, very weird. It's very weird.
Well, it's probably because it kind of almost ruins the episode.
Yeah, exactly. like it's so. Why are we going to ruin this episode? Why?
I think Okay, so this is what I think. Right, this is my rationale for this. Is the 80s. Remember, we still actually had a lot of people that were housewives and people like that were like taking care of the house. So I think those preview episodes were like how you decided if it was going to be a listen in the background or actually watch it.
And didn't this come on at like 7:00 or some sort of time slot like that?
8:00.
8:00. Still, that's when
Sunday night at 8:00 on CBS.
Well, it's 7:00 Central Time, so people are cooking. So they could just watch that first few minutes, cook, and then catch the end of it.
Dear listeners, in case you are of a certain age and don't know this, back in the day, they used to list every television show by their Eastern and Central Time for some strange reason.
Well, no, it's like my husband from Milwaukee. He said that it was fantastic because he could watch the late night shows at 10:30 to 11:30. Like,
no, I mean, it's good for them, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
it's good for them.
It doesn't matter at all for us.
But it was just always so weird because I was like, don't people in the Central Time? I mean, it's not like, right? It's not like, Murder, She Wrote, Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. They used to say that kind of stuff all the time. And I'm like, don't people Central Time already know what time it's coming on there?
I mean, maybe not. I mean, maybe for I don't know this, maybe football games, they just say it's coming on at this time.
Oh, football games. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've ever sat down and watched it in a football game.
So there's a huge storm.
Oh, we're back on the episode. I was like, wait.
The electricity is going out. Jessica is attempting to type her last 3 paragraphs.
Oh, that storm, that dreaded storm.
And then Ethan Cragg cut visits.
How about that name, right? How about that name?
It's a great name. And he's the one who calls the storm a deadly lady. I know that he's not British, but how much better if he came, he's like, this storm, she's a deadly lady, Jessica. Deadly lady.
I think, well, no, because then it would have turned into a love story. Because that would have been a perfect love story at that point.
Oh, I think they had mucho chemistry.
Oh no, I wrote that at the end of my notes. We'll get into that later.
Okay.
all of the euphemisms that they keep throwing around.
Yeah. So we find out that there's a boat in the water. These fool people, these fool rich people decided to be on
Not
a boat
just
in
a
the water.
boat, a yacht.
A yacht.
A yacht.
And they called in the Coast Guard.
They did.
So this storm is odd because they're up in Maine and hurricanes don't usually make it up this far. They usually go out to sea by this point. Like it's
not anymore.
Not anymore. Not anymore. No, you're right there. Global warming is real, people. You know, maybe this
Oh no,
was...
we just lost Texas. We lost Texas.
We didn't have Texas for this podcast. That's the other. We've got
sorry.
Wisconsin for this one.
Cheese curds.
They're so good. Have you ever had cheese curds?
I have.
I didn't know.
There's a place here that makes them.
Oh. Well, they're better in Milwaukee. I
can't disagree or agree since I've never been to Milwaukee.
Have you ever been to Chicago?
Nope.
Have you ever been anywhere in the Midwest?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Why?
You asked the question. What do you mean, why? My brother lived there for like 4 years.
Which brother?
My oldest brother.
Oh, right.
You don't remember?
I vaguely.
That's where he lived before they moved back to Statesville.
Vaguely.
That's where they came from when they came back. When they came back to Statesville.
Look,
I know he's your favorite person. He's your favorite person.
Look, I only know of Big Sister Maim. I know where she lives.
Hey, Big Sister Babe, how you doing?
Hey, girl, Big Sister Maim, how you is?
She ain't even that big no more, girl. She done lost all that weight.
I know. She's tiny, Big Sister Maim.
Right? Yeah.
She
got big attitude still, though.
She's a quarter of the look she used to give you when you were younger.
Which is still more than I can muster. So, yes.
So, now we're back to the episode. And Jessica's jogging. She's jogging.
Running for her life again. Running for her life.
And she goes to the port. And she's like, "How are the fish?" And they're like, "Fish are great, man." Ethan went out to go get them people in that yacht, ma'am. I'm enjoying all these voices that I'm sort of doing poorly.
I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever because it's like drunk history. It's like somebody recalling something very bad.
I am completely sober, y'all. I am stone sober. Now, Maim, I noticed something on your Facebook that I would like to talk about before we meet Ralph.
Okay, sure.
I was taken aback. Have you partaken in edibles?
Oh yeah, a good couple of times. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
What?
I didn't know. I didn't know you used to be so pure of heart and mind and body and soul.
But to be very honest with you, I don't really like them. It doesn't really do any. I mean, it did stuff, but I was like, this isn't for me. So, yeah. Back to alcohol.
You prefer the meth, don't you?
The mescaline.
Oh God, that's definitely masculine. Anyway,
I can be masculine when I want to.
Yeah, girl, butch it up as you flip that hair back and forth. You whip your 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 hair.
Who would have ever thought that the Willow would have turned into the journey that she's turned into with that punk album? Wow.
I didn't even know she had a punk album. Okay, Willow Smith.
And it's great. It's actually great. Like, it's really quite good.
So Jessica's jogging again.
Yes, run, Jessica, like the wind.
And now she's back home. And there's
Yes,
just
where there's a
somebody
gentleman.
trimming her bushes. And it's not a euphemism.
Not a euphemism. Or is it? Or is it?
And he's like, ma'am, you've got some weeds here, and I'm just an honest person, and I will work for some food. I just noticed this.
Why are you doing this guy doesn't have a southern accent like that.
But I can't get rid of my southern accent.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were putting one on.
Girl, that was just my voice.
I thought you were putting one on. I was like, wait, he didn't sound like that, did he?
That was just my voice. So, I don't know whether I should thank you or say fuck you, but either way. Okay, I'll give Ralph a voice. Ma'am!
No, you don't have to.
Ma'am! I'm not a hobo, ma'am!
No, he actually says he's been hoboing.
Oh, that's
Remember?
right.
He's
I've been hoboing, ma'am!
I've been hoboing.
She decides to make him some eggs.
And bacon. She didn't say bacon at first, but there was bacon there.
There was definitely bacon. So he works for what he gets. Bacon. And then, so they sit down and they have a little conversation. And she says, "You're full of clam dip." Because she notices that he used to wear a watch and his clothes are impeccably tailored.
I didn't see that, but I'll take her word for it. Maybe it's harder now because we have HD televisions. So to us, we're kind of like, that's from Kmart. But maybe back then, when things were a little bit blurrier, they were like, oh, that's Brooks Brothers.
The Kathy Ireland collection.
I knew her name was going to show up today sometime. I knew it was going to show up.
Dear Auntie Maim was shopping at, where were you shopping?
I was at Home Goods.
Okay, and she found Kathy Ireland, bless her, bed sheets. I did not even know, with a picture of Kathy Ireland that had to be from the mid-late 90s.
They also had UGG branded bed sheets as well.
Were they leather? Like, what's it?
No, they weren't. It was very strange because, like, I saw, like, like you see something sometime and, like, you have to do that double take because you're like, did I read that correctly? So, so the reason I like to go to Home Goods during seasons because I like to go buy their bed sheets and make dresses out of them.
I know.
And and so I was like, I walked by the UGG packet and then I like stopped and I was like, wait, did I read that correctly? And like I turned back around, I was like, yes, UGGs is making sheets now.
Were they like sheepy? Like, do they have the sheep fleece stuff on them?
They're kind of like a microfiber-ish kind of consistency.
Oh, I hate microfiber sheets. I hate them.
Yeah,
I just feel like I'm slipping around in bed.
Hey, well, you don't need to be doing that, girl.
This size, once you get momentum going, you just fall right on through.
What happened to the hole? He was sliding around in bed and opened up a vortex to hell.
Where was that Buffy episode?
I don't know. They didn't have microfiber sheets back then.
Dear listeners, this seems like a perfect time to mention our Patreon. We have a Patreon. Please support us at patreon.com/Mims and Maim. I'm not, but damn it, /you slay me. /you slay me, not / /you slay me.
Why do you keep saying that on these episodes? What is it about, man? What is it about this particular one? You don't say that on the Designing Women, what?
Yes, we got so many pages to go through.
That's your own fault. That's your own fault. I don't take that many notes. You do.
Well, somebody's got to keep track of where we're at.
Do we?
Yes, dear listeners, hang on our every word, because they ain't watching the shit. Although we would like it if you would. We would love for you to
we'd love if you watch it. It's on the Peacock app. Peacock app. It's free, right? There's some commercials, but it's free at least.
I buy it because I can't. The commercial. I can't.
Okay, calm down, girl. Calm down, girl.
I can't. He's retired, and he just wanted to see the United States.
Yep, that's why he's hoboing.
So, Jessica gets a call.
My favorite extra Murder, She Wrote character.
It's the sheriff, played by
Amos.
Played by Tom Bosley, who you may know as the dad from Happy Days.
Yep, if you are under the age of 35, probably not.
Well, someone died.
Say what?
And it's peculiar.
Oh, why is it peculiar? What's happening?
Maybe murder peculiar.
Not murder!
Murder!
Okay, this is when things get a little awkward, is because Jessica's like, she's like, I gotta go. And Ralph is like, well, I guess I'll go outside. And it was a very awkward exchange where she's like, yeah, because remember she like paused and she's like, yeah, it might be for the best. I was like, what is happening now? You don't know this person.
She just let this weird man who was barely trimming her bushes into her house. And he's like,
and he showed her all of her.
Now, here in the South, when somebody comes by looking at your weeds until you've got rotten wood in your house, you get out a shotgun and you tell them to get the hell off your property. It's just like when that meat truck comes around that has extra meat. You do not buy it from them.
Oh my gosh, the frozen meat truck. Oh man, I remember those dudes. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, that's horse meat, yo. So we're now back toward the shore at the port, and we find at the harbor, I guess it is, and we find out that Stephen Earle has died.
Oh no, not Stephen Earle, the famous makeup guy
and actor.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
And actor. And actor. That seems to play more in this than anything that has to do with the makeup.
I know, but that's all I focused on.
So we meet his daughters. We meet Nancy, the designer. We meet Maggie, the housefrau. We meet Lisa. Lisa Earle Shelby, the rich bitch.
Lisa Earle Shelby, girl, get that right.
And
Is she really rich though?
We meet Grace Earle. I didn't catch her former last name. The divorcee who has not seen her ex-husband in 4 years because he just disappeared.
Yes, I just put Grace / abandoned. Because she was just like, she sounded like, girl, this didn't just happen yesterday. Come on now.
Oh, Lord.
You should have been moved on with your life by now, Andy. You should have packed it all in. Right? Go ahead and get yourself a little side piece.
You are rich. You own a yacht.
Right. And you're sitting here talking about this man that left you 4 years ago.
So she pulls them into the fish shack to have a conversation with them.
More euphemisms.
So we find out that it was about midnight. The father was topside, a wave hit, and he went over the boat.
Yep.
the sheriff.
Sounds believable. Sounds very believable.
They want to go ahead and get a coroner's inquest to end all of this, but the sheriff refuses until he has a body.
That Tom Bosley, he knows something's up.
He does. He does. So
Good
then
old Amos Bosley.
Then they leave, and Jessica's like, "Oh, I'm forgetting my Yankee hospitality." I'm like, what is Yankee hospitality?
It doesn't exist. That's not a thing. That's not a
Like,
thing.
like what?
Nobody says that.
No.
My family are Yankees. Nobody says that.
No.
Every family member I have that is a Yankee is like, you got an hour or maybe 2 to be inside my house, and then you gotta go.
So she invites him over to their house. They're like, no. And then one of the daughters, I believe it was Nancy. No, not Nancy.
Yes.
Grace. Was it Grace or Maggie?
I can't keep track of them.
Says, we aren't upset. He ruined all of our lives. Pretty much. So he was a bad father. A bad, bad.
Nobody is sorry to see him dead.
No. I'm sure I'm not, because otherwise we wouldn't have this episode, page 2.
I've been on page 2 of my notes. Oh boy.
Well, I mean that's page. Well, do you count front and back as each a page?
I'm on my iPad, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't. Do you? So on your iPad, do you type it, or do you handwrite it, or how do you do with stylus?
I usually do voice to text and just talk at it.
I would love to watch that crazy go on. Jessica!
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying what I do.
I've got a question for you. Are you familiar with Betha Jessica?
Betha Jessica? No.
I'm going to send you a video.
Okay.
And you'll just have to watch it. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's continue.
Okay.
Jessica's back at home. And she gets a phone call from the operator.
Oh!
There was a call to Paris.
Oh!
So Jessica finds Ralph outside in her hammock. Wink.
The slight video delay with you winking made that so perfect.
Are you sure it's video delay, not just me?
Oh, maybe you. Are you having a stroke? You're having a stroke, aren't you?
No. I don't smell bread. We're fine. So she's like, you call. It was $9. You called Paris. That was a really cheap phone call. And he's like, no. It was Paris Kentucky.
Why is he British now? What's happening?
I apologize. I'm losing voices. I think I've got Jessica's, though. I just choose my Queen of England voice. Like this. I think I've got Jessica's set. Other people. These transient hobos. And he's an actor, so he could have any voice. And a good actor. We find that out later too. He's a very good actor.
He was a good actor.
Good actor.
You cannot besmirch this man's memory. He was a good actor.
So Ralph goes inside. He sees a pipe, and Jessica just gives it to him. You're welcome for that.
Oh gosh. This is gonna be a long 260 episodes.
Jessica's gonna have a lot of sex.
So much sex. This whole thing is nothing but symbolism with Jessica having sex everywhere. Oh
So-
my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So we take a little aside,
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
and in flies Lisa's husband, the worst actor.
He is awful. And he looks like an 80s version of Mark McGrath from that band too. I was like, he looks like Mark McGrath. He was an 80s
God!
douche. Yeah.
What was their song? Did I ever tell you that I saw the dude from Smash Mouth so drunk at a concert he nearly fell off stage when he was singing All Star?
No, did you hear he just recently retired because he's so incoherent he can't keep doing the songs?
Well, you know, the dude from Blues Traveler was arrested because he was such a gun-toting maniac that he threatened people and got arrested.
I wish that wasn't true, and that makes me kind of sad because, I mean, that's kind of like they seemed like such cool dudes back then, didn't they?
So now we're back at Jessica's.
Oh man,
and Ralph is like, I'm so sorry, Jessica. I'm sorry. I must wither into the evening, Jessica. I may return, I may not. Sure, leave the door open, Ralph! No, Jessica. People in these small towns, they talk. They talk, dear Jessica. They talk.
Someone give this bitch a schlosker. Somebody give him a schlosker.
You know, dear listeners, this is a pleasant time for me to remind you that I do, in fact, do voiceovers. Yes, if you want to use this to the best of your ability, all of these sounds that just come out, a plethora of 7, just different voices.
Right
Although,
now,
unlike Hank Azaria, I won't be a racist.
That's true. I think it's great though. No, I actually. Oh wait, Miss Mims. I actually have a call right now for you. It's from the Tourette's Association of America. They are looking for a new spokesperson.
I don't have Tourette's, but I do have a story about somebody with Tourette's.
Oh no,
No, it's not bad. So I have a friend. He's got the muscular kind of Tourette's where he just like does a little shoulder shimmy every once in a while. Nothing major, luckily. And like when we were sitting on a plane, I noticed. I looked at him. I didn't know he had Tourette's at the time. He's like, "Yeah, Eric, I've got Tourette's. Did you not know that?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Yeah. I wish it was the more interesting kind where I'd like cuss you out every 5 minutes." I was like, "Damn it, I'm done.
Didn't you tell him that he could do that anyway? You've been doing it your whole life.
My whole life. So Jessica's washing the dishes as you do.
As you do, right? Because that's what you do when you're running a house.
Then she sees something and knows something.
Really?
Yes.
I think we skipped a part.
No.
We skipped over the.
No.
Are you sure? I think we skipped over the false.
The false.
Didn't that happen before now?
The
false confession?
What? No. We're getting to that.
My notes are all over the place.
Yeah, that's why you gotta trust my notes. That's why I do this. That's why this is my job, not yours. This is why I tell the story and you comment and I do voices. This is our job. This is the lot in life you've decided on.
I didn't decide this. Fate decided this.
Chowder houses.
This was decided what 36 years ago at Fort Dobbs during the hospital picnic. That's what
God, I
decided
wish
this.
somebody would write the story, The Curse of Fort Dobbs, about the like a ghostly fort comes out once a time, and then like these French and Indian War people come. No, which war was it? It was French and Indian War, wasn't it?
Maybe,
Do we still call it the French and Indian
maybe
War?
that can. I don't know. Maybe that could be the plot of Hocus Pocus 3.
Ugh. 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 So she runs to go see Ethan.
Yes.
And then like she goes down into his boat. Please help me, Ethan. Please. Dad, Ethan. What? Help me. Hi. So she draws a circle on a map. And that's supposed to tell us something.
It is. We should know immediately, actually, but we don't.
So now, they call the sheriff, and we're somewhere. I don't know exactly where.
Somewhere.
We're somewhere in Cabot Cove. And we find out that they were in the eye of the storm.
That's right.
And they're like, no, someone killed him because you were in the eye.
What?
It's the eye of the tiger. It's the cream of the fight.
You say the queer of the fight? I think you said the queer of the fight.
I said the cream of the fight. That's what I always thought it was. But I don't know if that's the actual word. Because cream of the fight.
Cream of the fight?
Girl, it sounds like a porn I like. I'm not going to lie.
What studio would that be?
Raging bust men something? I don't. Raging bust men. God, could you? I'm raging. Look at me. Dear listeners, this has been an episode of which one are we even doing? Baking slay me.
You slay me. You slay me.
That's right. And we're supposed to mention our Patreon a lot, so we've got a Patreon. That's what. So, dear listeners, the people at Patreon say to literally name drop Patreon all the time. Like they say to continuously throw it out there at you so that you will throw money at us. I don't think that works. But if it does.
It hasn't worked so far. I'm just saying, it hasn't really. Nobody's even thrown like a penny at us. So yeah.
Maggie admits to the murder.
She does. Oh, Maggie.
Hey, Maggie, I got something to say to
you. No, Rod Stewart. Go back in your crypt. Please.
All of the sisters
Get away! Back away, Rod Stewart! Back away! No, Rod Stewart! No! Ah!
Those zombies just have the hair. They're all green with that hair. And really tight jeans. God, for the longest time, just on looks alone, I would get Barry Manilow and Rod Stewart confused all the time in the 80s. They look.
Well, they had the same hair back then too.
Yes. God,
what did you call that hairstyle back then? What was that even considered?
I don't even know.
The more I think about it, I'm like, what were they doing back then?
Hairspray. So the sisters are all like, it's okay, like he deserved it.
That's right. Yeah, we've made a consensus. This guy was the worst.
The worst.
So we don't blame our sister for killing him.
So then Jessica and Ethan go downstairs in whatever set we're on, and the newspaper person comes in. Fresh off the presses! Fresh off the presses!
Because that's a thing somehow.
Yeah, well, yeah. And, like, he's got the story wrong, obviously, because he just said that the guy drowned, not that he was murdered. And he's got a picture of Stephen Earle in there.
Oh, I wonder if that seems, like, relevant to this story.
It was Ralph.
What?
Yes.
So that means that Stephen Earle's not even dead.
Bum, bum, bum. So, Jessica and Ethan run to Jessica's. Dear. Huh?
You did that all on good pitch. That was good.
Thank you. I do have good pitch. Not as good of pitch as your old choir person at the high school we went to, who said she had perfect pitch.
You know, when I was in college, every student at the music school all said they had perfect pitch. Everybody had perfect pitch, apparently. I'm sure.
I'm sure. So Jessica and Ethan look for Ralph. Ralph doesn't believe, Ethan does not believe her that Ralph was there.
Let's be honest here. Ralph and Ethan could easily be the same person.
It's true. But Ethan did say he was an actor.
That's right.
He was an actor. So they go searching for him. They can't find him.
Yes.
Where the next day at the beach, there's some children with the dog.
Beach. Oh my gosh, that's so nice. Kid at the beach. That's so nice.
Yeah, they're playing fetch with the dog. The dog looks freaked out.
Aww.
Oh my God, there's a dead body.
Oh my God, there's a dead body.
It's Ralph.
No! He and Jessica, they can't consummate their relationship.
So now, flash forward. We're at the morgue.
Yes.
With that mortician that they got.
I know, right?
Like he.
Perfect. Absolutely
perfect. It's Earl. And the sheriff's like, there will be an autopsy. There will be an autopsy.
Dear listeners.
An autopsy.
Dear listeners.
Will be.
This is the part of the show where if you had contributed some Patreon dollars, we might have been able to afford Goodbye Earl as far as music rights.
No, we wouldn't.
You didn't.
Are you crazy? That is
maybe like the Starland vocal band's version of it.
I'll do my version. Earl's gonna die.
Oh my God, it's like they're in the room with us. What? Was that Natalie? Oh wow. Hi Natalie, nice to meet you.
Earl. I'm running out of voices.
Are the twins here too? Did the twins come with you as well? That's awesome. I hope the twins are here. That'd be so great. Oh, they're not. Okay.
No.
Thanks,
no. It's just
Thank
Natalie.
You, Thank you, Natalie, for stopping by our podcast. Thank you for stopping by our podcast, Natalie and the chicks.
Okay. Where are we at in this? Oh, so the family leaves. The family leaves, and they're all standing out there, and Jessica's like, "Can I go in and see him?" And all of a sudden, this car comes flailing up the driveway, spins around, and it's so Harry.
Much. Everything.
Nan's ex.
Of course.
Terry. Is it Terry or Harry?
It's Terry.
Terry with a T?
Terry with a T. Yeah, that was masculine
not
name
Harry
back
with
then,
an
remember?
H? What?
No, Terry was masculine back in the 80s. Remember, that
Yeah,
was a
it still
masculine name.
is. It still is. Still is. It's one of those bisexual names.
Not a bisexual. Are there other? What are some other bisexual names? I don't know those.
Carol, Terry, oh God, what was the name of that dude? He was a couple years older than us in Aaron, except they're spelled differently.
Oh.
Let's see here.
You're so dirty.
Let's see here. What else is there? Jennifer. Okay.
Jennifer's
So,
not a bisexual name, is it?
I know. Although every Jessa I've ever met is bisexual.
Ooh, I don't think I've ever met a Jessa before.
You've never met a Jessica who goes by just Jessa?
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, I met like before. 2 or 3, and they're all.
Why was it necessary to take out the ick? I mean, it's not like it's just ick. Like, do they not want people to say ick?
I'm pretty done with this conversation. Let's move on.
Okay, sorry.
So Jessica goes inside. Jessa, we'll call her Jessa because I'm sure she's a bisexual pioneer. Jessica goes inside the morgue. The mortician's like, doesn't he look peaceful? No, he don't. He looks dead. I don't know why I just made her dead common, but here we are.
I don't either. I mean, you also turned the examiner into the Godfather. So
It's true. So now we pan to the hotel. God, there's a lot of panning and a lot of moving, dear listeners. I apologize if you're getting whiplash.
Yep, it's like Batman 65 all over again.
So the Shelbys, you may remember Lisa Shelby, the rich one, and her husband, the bad actor, are having an argument concerning money. He's like, we're getting $100 million. That's a lot of dough. If we eliminate, quote unquote, the other people, we'll get even more money.
And she looks considerably concerned
because he said eliminate,
as she would,
and as her dad's been murdered. And he's like, no, honey, no, I don't mean eliminate.
I can't believe your mind would go there.
And my dog is barking too, which just makes it better. Great, thank you, Irene. I should call her Doggy Mims, shouldn't I?
Doggy Mims. Oh my God, Doggy Mims.
Oh God. So we now go to the sheriff's office, right?
Yes.
Where they say that the dad is dead, the body rolled up, and Maggie is really surprised.
Yes, she's like, what? He can't be dead. What are you talking about? He can't be dead.
No, that's not her voice.
Okay, you do her voice.
I didn't kill him. You gotta get real housefly with it. I didn't kill him. There's no way we staged it.
Oh,
so we find out that it was all a setup to try to get Nan's horrible boyfriend Terry out of the woodwork. Like, they were going to fake his death, and he was all of a sudden going to appear, and they were going to be like, ha 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 ha. Terry, you're bad.
Yes, this is all to prove Terry's a terrible person. Oh man. Oh.
So Jessica's like, of course she didn't do it. Like, I bet you, I bet he has the pipe. Because she gave him the pipe. And he did have the pipe.
What?
God.
That's because she gave it to him because that actually was the guy.
Yes. So now, God, we're going to the hotel again.
Yeah.
Is there always
Back
this
to the
much
hotel.
movement in the show?
Yes, it's a part of the show. Yes, it's actually a big part of it.
I hope Jessica doesn't actually write like this because this is like a master class of how not to write.
Hey now. This is we need lots of locales because we have to balance. Remember, every episode is going to be filled with a lot of characters and they can't all be in the same location. So there's a lot of bouncing around. Wait till we have another episode where she goes on like a trip. Those get real fun because that's when they start bringing out some real guest stars. I get so excited when I know she's going on a trip. Oh, I love it so much.
So, Jessica is at the hotel. She asks if Terry is there, and the hotel lady's like, "No, Terry and Nan just left.
Just miss them."
Just missed them." So then they start. She leaves on her little bicycle.
Are you calling her a witch now? You're calling her a witch?
I made bedknobs and broomsticks.
Oh, that's true. She is a witch.
Yeah. So there's a car, and like Maggie. They let me out of jail.
Will you stop with the sling blade voice? This is really disturbing me right now.
Thank you,
gosh.
Oprah.
Wow. Like, this is really insane. This voice. It's very disturbing.
Oh, God. So they let her out. And then the bad actor's like, butt out, Jessica. Butt out, please. Butt out. No. Oh,
I need you to take the bad actor moment and just make it into a ringtone. I feel like just him laughing. I need that for a ringtone.
I don't even know what I was doing. Is that what I was doing? I can do that for you.
Wow.
Dear listeners, if you want that on your Patreon, I can do that. Oh my God. So now we pan over to a graveyard because that's where I want to go to feel comfort whenever somebody's died.
I mean, that's where some people go for comfort, right?
Okay, I guess. Well, Terry's walking along with an... Huh?
I don't know. Sorry, my brain was wandering out loud.
Usually you don't go there until the body's actually in the ground, though, right?
Oh, that's true. That is that.
Yeah. Yeah. So Terry tries to convince Nan to marry him. That's all you gotta say is shaking your head.
Right? For real. Don't do it, girl. You in danger, girl.
Don't do it. You in danger, girl. So Nan walks away, and Jessica just looks at Terry because, of course, she's there randomly.
He's always there.
Who killed Stephen Owl? Because I know he called you in Paris. So we find out that Terry flew down yesterday. He stayed at Portland. Nan was there. because Maggie told her to come up there and he'll be there. And they met the
Yes.
day before in Portland. I assume Maine, because if it was Oregon, that's a big long trip.
Ah, they don't specify though.
They don't. They don't.
They don't specify. I think a lot of people forget that there is a Portland, Maine. To be very honest with you.
I know. It's the largest city in Maine.
I know, but I think people.
It's got like
forget
50,000 people or something like that. Okay, maybe 100,000, but it's not. Yeah. So now we're at the sheriff's because
Yes.
Jessica needs to talk to the sheriff, and there's a woman who's doing a voice I won't even try to do because it's like it's. Hi, how are you? Oh. It's like Mae West, but like Yankee.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
not
hilarious.
Cute. It's not cute.
It's
not cute.
Jessica's like, where's the sheriff? And she's like, no, I can't tell you. The sheriff doesn't want to be bothered. She gets a phone call and she's like, well, you know, the sheriff's been trying to get in touch with you. He's been at the beach all day. And then Jessica bolts out to the beach.
Yes. I personally, I literally put down Lady Cop. I love her. Like,
yeah.
She's her like cracking the gun and everything. I was like, yes.
So now we're at the beach. And Fred has found some pink heels.
Oh, are they kitten heels? No.
Actually, yeah, they were. They were
kitten heels, weren't they? Yeah.
And one was a flat because it lost the heel.
Hint, hint.
Yes, Jessica leaves real fast to go find the heel. And she goes and looks in the rocks. And it's like, it is.
Yeah, magically. Jessica somehow just keeps stumbling onto these things, just like it's there.
So
she knows
we now
because she did it. It's because she did it.
Because she did it for love lost. Like he told her he didn't love her.
Love, what I did for love.
You're missing the right song. Tale as old as time.
Which one's the beast?
Strong as it can be.
It's Jessica, right? She's the beast.
Even friends. Then
I didn't think Ralph was that beautiful.
Unexpectedly. Okay, I'll stop. Wait, who?
But it's
was that Peebo Bryson and Celine Dion? Okay, that's what I thought. Anyway, not to be confused with Peebo Bryson and Linda Ronstadt for,
Lord, girl.
Yeah, I know that song.
Don't be bringing up Linda up here because you know how we are. We get on that. We love some Linda Ronstadt.
That is one of my karaoke songs.
Love it.
Love it. Anyway, where was that here? Oh, so now we're at Nan's hotel room. And she's searching for shoes. She's searching for her shoes.
I know.
And
she's frantic. She's frantically searching.
And the sheriff's like, "Are these your shoes?"
How did you know?
Well, try them on, Nan. Try them on.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll go ahead and try them on. They fit.
They do, Nan. They do. Well, obviously she did it. No, she didn't.
Yes. Exactly. Of course not. Because Jessica did it.
But we should take her in. But keep this evidence confidential.
More nose tapping.
Yes. Yes. So now we're back at the sheriff's. Nan's in the slinger. And Terry comes in.
Yes.
He heard that his woman is in jail, and there's no way she could have done it because the murder happened at 10, and the sheriff's like, well, it could have happened as early as 7, and y'all could have left from Portland, come back down, killed him, and gone back.
Yep.
And accessory to murder is a big deal in this state. It basically gets the same crime level as a murderer, and Terry pieces out.
Right. Terry's like, bye.
And Dad comes out and he's like, did you hear that? She's like, yeah. He's Scuzzbucket.
Yeah, we know, and this entire thing was done because trying to prove that to you. The whole thing.
Last page here. Last page, y'all. Last page. Okay, so now we're back at the hotel. The Earls are partying.
Yeah, man, they are getting down.
They are getting down. Even Maggie. So Jessica's like, they arrested 9. And Jessica wants to search all the rooms. Lisa's like, nah, bitch, I'm good. Get a warrant, you can come in and see my shit. But otherwise, no, ma'am. But then
very suspicious.
The other ones are all like, yes, of course you can. And Maggie's like, I don't wear pink, but you can wear stuff.
What are you doing, Dad? This is so weird. I've never heard you make a voice like this before. It's so weird. It's the only one you haven't stopped doing successfully.
It's because it's the easiest one to do.
That's frightening.
All you do is you sink yourself down, and like.
Is that a euphemism?
No, that's actually not. So Jessica leaves, and she hands Maggie a bag. It says, "Give this to the sheriff tomorrow."
And she stands there looking very forlorn and kind of confused and kind of vacant.
That's just
staring off. Oh, that's true. Never mind.
So now we're at Jessica's and there's been a break-in.
Someone's breaking into a house?
Yes. And Jessica just says, well, that's not very thoughtful. I'll have to get that pane replaced. So it's Maggie. And she's like, I know I screwed up because I said I don't wear pink, and I didn't know the shoes were pink, and now I know the shoes were pink and they're pink.
Oh my God. Oh
God.
This is so weird.
So Jessica's like, no, I knew it was a frame all along.
How did you know that?
Deeper.
How did you?
See, you gotta see Clam. It's back here. It's back here.
I get it. Oh man. Oh my gosh.
You did know. Papa sang tenor and Mama sang bass, did you?
I forgot about that song. Oh my gosh.
That's probably on the same album. Oh yes, they called in the street. Wee!
Rest in peace, Ray Stevens.
Rest in peace, Ray Stevens. Oh, where are we with this? Oh, right. So Maggie just is like, Jessica knew she was setting her up, set Nan up, sent her to go see him, even though she knew to give her an out, that she falsely said, yes, she did the crime, etc., 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 under the guise of Cupid setting her sister up.
Yes.
And Maggie's like, I hated him. He was constantly arguing. It was horrible.
Well,
and yes.
What is it? I wrote it down. She's like, I catered to his every issue, and at the end, the only one that got love was Nan. You would think, right? I mean, this is me once again. She could have just left. Like, she could have just been like, peace out. I'm gonna go have my own life.
She could just kill Nan.
Shh, that would have been the obvious murder, honey.
So Maggie's like threatening her and be like, we'll just make it look like a burglary happened here. Jessica's like, well, first of all, burglaries don't happen in Cabot Cove. Second of all,
exactly.
I've had the sheriff on the phone this entire time, and bitch, you screwed.
I mean, at this point, it's just me, but I would have been so angry that I wouldn't have even cared. If I'm already going down for one murder, why not just take out this lady too?
So the next day, Nan's leaving.
Yeah.
Jessica's giving her some advice, what?
I wrote down on here, just for anybody, make sure to pay attention to the taxi driver's eyebrows. They are amazing. They look like two albino caterpillars that are running free.
Fantastic. So then Ethan shows up and he offers to take Jessica bass fishing. Not a euphemism.
Well, I don't know, because then he's like, well, am I gonna have to bait your hook again like I always do? And she's like, yes. I'm like,
end of episode.
I know our listeners are like, is that it? Is that all of it? Yes, that was it.
Yeah, that's it. And that's all 1 hour and 7 minutes of us talking about it.
Man. Oh boy.
Oh my God.
I told you talking about it's much more fun than watching it.
It really is.
Like,
this is a nut.
It is it's a ridiculous show. So
I've had a mad day.
Boys.
I had a mad day today. This made it better.
Yay!
Do we both agree that Jessica did it?
Yeah, Jessica did this one too.
Okay. Okay.
I personally think she gave her cards away when she magically found those shoes.
Yup. That's exactly right.
Just like, what? Jessica, how did you stumble onto those little pink shoes on that sandy beach all around those rocks?
Who do you think Jessica was in love with? Was it Ralph or was it Ethan?
No, I think this time she definitely wanted to go to Bone Zone with Ralph. She gave him that pipe. She was like, I want you to put your mouth on it. Right?
I disagree. I think she liked to fish with Ethan. I think she wanted her beta with Ethan.
Well, here's the thing though, right?
Oh, so Ethan's constant.
Ethan is the constant. So Ethan and her have a very open relationship. So whenever there's a new guest star in town, Jessica can have her way with them. Once they're dead, she goes back to Ethan. She's like a succubus, except all of her victims are old already. And the only thing that regenerates is not visible to the naked eye.
Well, this took a turn. So, Maim, do you have anything else to add about this episode? If not, I say we wrap it up. What do you think?
No, I thank you, dear listeners, for listening to You Slay Me, a Murder She Wrote podcast. This has been a fun night. You can find me on social media at auntie.maim. That's MAIM, like murdering. And you can find me in real life if you're ever in Miami Beach visiting every Thursday night. I host amazing colossal karaoke at Kill Your Idol on Miami Beach.
And I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me at Divine Miss Mims on Twitter. Again, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/You Slay Me. Throw us some
anything.
That dirty Maggie money.
I want you to say, hold on, before we go.
Hold on, I need to write down if it's more than like 2 words because I'll forget. Go on.
It's not. With that voice, I want you to do that commercial where he says, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Oh, God. Okay, and let's see here. You can follow this podcast at You Slay Me Pod on Twitter. I think we've done it. What do you think, Maim?
I'm tired.
Say goodnight, Maim.
I'm so exhausted from laughing. Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all. Oh no, where's my mouse? And